Good morning students, I welcome you all for this online class. I am very happy to be with you again. I was with you on the first lesson prose. It was very interesting that most of you replied for me. You have written your notes and you were replying me. It was very happy that you show your encouragement towards us on this online for giving us the reply. So it's very good. But one thing what you have to do is, while you are starting the lesson, most of you have done it. So what you have to do is, first you have to write the name of the lesson. That is very important, because when you are going on to learn your subjects, it will be very useful. So many of you have written only English as the title. No, that is not the title of that lesson. So I took the portrait of the lady, the first lesson. So Khushwant Singh, you have to write the author's name also. It is very important. So keep it in mind when you write today. So you have to write that, the name of the lesson, the writer of the lesson. So keep this in mind. So today we are going to Unit 1. Poem. Last time I took the prose lesson. Now I am going to take this poem. Once Upon a Time, written by Gabriel Okara. He is a very good poet who has written many poetries. So already you know, first you have to know about the author of the poem, the poets, what he has done and how he is so famous. So these things you should know. So I am going to go to the poet, how the poet was and what was he. So Okara, Gabriel Okara, he is a Nigerian poet and novelist. He has written many novels. His verse has been translated into many languages, poems, not only in English, but also it is been translated into several languages. His poem, The Call of the River Nun, won the best award for literary at the Nigerian Festival of Art. So, he has written a poem called The Call of the River Nun. So, it won the best award for his literary. Literary means the words and other things which has been put in the poem. So, he got in 1953, he got the award. Some of his poems were published in his influential periodical Black Operas, and by 1960 he established himself as an accomplished writer. So 1960 he became a very well-known popular poet. He was honored with the Commonwealth Poetry Award. So he was also given the Commonwealth countries are there. So he was awarded to honor him. Okara's typical poem transits from everyday reality. So poets already they live and they enjoy their life. So after enjoying their life, they write it as a poem, not only for them to be enjoyed. Let all the people also know what is the real life. So it is a life oriented and delighted to move back to reality. So he is going to the reality of life, because life is the only span of thing which we live. So what all happened, good things in our life should be told to others. It should be shared with others. So here also he shares the movement of his reality, making a complete circle. Okara infused African thoughts, folklore and imaginary both into verses. His first novel is a story. The Voice is an outstanding linguistic experiment. His later works include a collection of poems, The Fisherman's Invocation in 1978, and 2 books for children. He has written books for children, Little Snake and Little Frog in 1981, and an adventure to Juhu Island in 1992. So he loves to write. That is very important. The poet always loves to write things which happened in his real life. So here also in this poem, once upon a time, these words are being told by older people. Our people used to say, once upon a time, ஒரு காலத்தில் நாங்களாம் எப்படி இருந்தோம் தெரியுமா அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறது தான் இந்த poem. So here also he talks about once upon a time what happened, how people were, and now how the people are living. So he talks to his son. The father and son relationship is very, very important, my dear children. You should not leave your father. And the relationship between your family, and the first lesson also I told you, you should be one among the family. So whatever wrong thing happened, it affects the whole family. Not only an individual is been affected. So we saw in the first lesson, Kushwant Singh, he was so loving towards his grandmother. So this lesson, Ukara also loves his son very much. That is the reason he goes and talks to him. Because most parents, they don't like to talk to their children due to their adamant nature. Some they don't obey their parents. So what happened? Usually parents, what they do, and the children also, they make a little bit of gap between the parents. That is not good and not advisable also. Usually girls, they have to have good relationship with their parents. They have to tell whatever they have, there is a problem in their life. Don't live like that and be aloof, and don't make yourself that you can solve that problem. That is impossible, my dear children. You have to convey whatever problem is with you, try to convey with your parents. So here also see, he calls his son. He doesn't want to start the poem simply as if he likes. That is not good. In a family, you should have a conversation between all of us. Yeah, in olden days, when I was young also, my daddy, that night dinner, he used to come, because lunch we will be having at school, my father will be having in his office. Yeah, so everybody will be out. But in the night time, what happens? We gather together. Exactly at 8 o'clock, he will call us. And he used to make us to sit together. Myself, my sister, my brother, my father and mother, all used to sit together and we used to discuss. He will ask me, is there any problem? Not because I was so mischievous. So he used to ask me only first question. So I will reply, so we had a very good relationship with my father. So my dear children, you should also have a good relationship. This is very, very important for this lesson. Yeah, this poem, this is a small poem only, but you should know the real reason how our family should be. So the joy and happiness in a family is there when we are put together, not living and running our family and going and having a chat with friends, always outside their house. That is also good, but of all these things, you have to have a very good communication and you have to have a very good interaction with your parents. So keep this in mind. So God likes that. So God Himself, in Bible it says that God Himself has given us our family. We cannot go and select our parents. Nobody has a right to go and select your father or mother or your brother or sister. It's a God's gift which has been given to us that we should be together. So that is very, very important. So when we are very happy in our family, God is also happy and He will bless us abundantly. Many families I have seen like that. The cooperation of the family is very important. So this lesson, I want to tell you this only. So keep this in mind. Don't neglect your parents. They are not your enemies. Some children, they think that, no. He loves you so much. That is why He doesn't want any mistake to be done in a family. He talks to us like that. Sometimes my dad was harsh. I should tell you the truth, he has not beaten me at all. My mother, I have got many scars in my body. Most of us, I got it from my mother only. He won't touch me, but I was so fearful. And whatever advice he gives, what he used to do, he used to go through the Bible. You take whatever you want, you live as you like, my son, but God sees everything. He is the person. He is going to take care of you. So he used to say this. So I am also telling you that God will take care of us. Don't think that our parents will be always looking at us. No, God is there for us. So I am going to go into the poem. Thank you for this introduction. So this poem, Once Upon a Time, by Gabriel Okara. So he talks to his son. I told you first itself, the son is very, very important. Nowadays, if you, that is when I was taking the lesson last year also, one of the girls said, "Sir, I don't have any brother, sir. I am the only child in my family." Very good. God has blessed you like that. So what happened to you? What you have to do is, you love your parent, dad. You love your mother, and you be with them. So they will be very happy. So it is also for the girls. Don't tell that I am talking only for the son. It's also for the daughters. Those who are single, or if you are there in the family, try to help them. So once upon a time, so I am going to go into the poem. Please listen. Don't look here and there, and please listen here. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their heart. So laughing is God's gift to human being. No animal can laugh. They say that this animal, the hyena, they used to say that it will laugh. No. God has not given the power of a sensation to them to laugh. Only human being, they laugh when we are overjoyed, when we are happy, when your heart is so happy. During when you go to the weddings, I see people, they will be enjoying, laughing and talking. They cannot control themselves because they see after a very long time brothers and sisters and family members. So they meet, they are so happy, they are so wholeheartedly they feel the happiness. So here also the poet says the same thing. When you laugh, your heart should also laugh. You should have an heartful thing. Don't keep evil things or whatever it is been done before. Don't keep this in your mind. So be free, and your heart should laugh. They laugh with their eyes. So when they laugh, what happens also? Tears comes out of there. So the happiness, those joys, they cannot control it. So here also says these things, that is, these three things happened once upon a time, my son. But what is happening now? But now they only laugh with their teeth. So while now what they do, they only laugh with the teeth. While they are moving, simply they show the teeth as if to recognize us. That's all. Okay, we both met us. No, that is not like that nowadays. So no, don't do that. Wait for 1 minute will not spoil your lifetime. So when you meet someone while you are passing, your teacher, it may be your principal, it may be your parents, your relation, whoever you pass through, don't simply to show your teeth and pass away. Wait for a minute and they receive the love and affection from them. They will also laugh at you, or they will also smile at you. So smile is very, very important. So here it says, while their eyes block cold eyes. So what happened? This is a phrase given here. So what the phrase is given? It nowadays people as if the things are, ice blocks are being blocked. So they don't think of the good things. That means that people don't think so many good things they would have done to us. So but when we laugh, we forget everything. We cover our eyes with our cold ice block. So that should be removed from us. So you should have a loving heart towards everyone. So search behind my shadow. So it is like a shadow. What happens when you move in the front or back? The shadow will follow you, but it is not real. That is not. You should not be like a shadow. You should be a real life towards your friends or relation, whoever you meet. Try to laugh or smile with your wholeheartedness. You cannot forget that. So he advised his son. Second paragraph, there was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts. First he was talking about the laughing. Now he talks about the shaking of hands. In foreign countries it is the habit, but in our habit they used to teach us like this. Whenever I meet my father or mother, they used to say, "Hey, thotram solra avangalukku." So this was the habit which was being. Whenever I see, when I go to the church or whenever I meet someone outside, my hand automatically goes like this. to greet them, and I smile, and they also accept this and they bless us. This blessing is very, very important, my children. So blessing of our elders, it will make us to grow, flourish our life, to be a good person in our life. You can earn more, that is very important, but the love which we earn is very, very important. So here he talks about the hand. When he gives hand, or if you get shaken with others, what happened? You should be with your hearts here also. But that's gone, son. But nowadays it is not like that. So in this COVID days, it has been advised that not to give hand to us and shake hands. So that is very good. That we have to safeguard ourselves. But here it talks about the shaking of hands. When you shake hands, what happened? Your love is being passed through the hands to the another person, where he accepts it, and he also sends the same love towards our hand, my son. So keep this in your mind. So this line talks about that. But nowadays what they do, now they shake hands without heart. They don't show love or affection. Simply as like that they give hand and they move away. No, that is not good. While their left hand search my empty pocket. So when they give the right hand, they look at my pocket and see if there is any money which they will give me. No, money cannot solve our love, or our problems cannot be. Most of the people think that money can solve everything. No. Money cannot solve. Money will bring us only problems and tribulations only. Yeah, so when it is more people, they are different type of life. So here he talks about that money. So people's attitude is like that. Yeah, when somebody comes to our house also, in those days what you do, we used to see what they are bringing to us or what they buy and come for us. So that is not right. When you shake your hands, or when your right hand is being shaken with your relation or friends, don't look at your left hand. So the Bible says that whenever you give something, the left hand should not know what is being given. So the same way receiving also. So don't always be in receiving. Keep your hand like this to receive something. Try to give. So third paragraph. First paragraph it talks about the love. Second paragraph it talks about how you have to shake hands. Third paragraph. This is a very, very common word. Feel at home. So if somebody comes to our house, வீடு மாதிரி வச்சுங்க, பார்த்துங்க, இதை ஒன்றும் அதெல்லாம் கூச்சப்படாத அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். But in those they used to live with us. When they come for our weddings and other things, for our relation wedding, they used to say stay with us and we will join together and go for a wedding in those days. But nowadays it is not like that. The correct time they come to the reception or the hall, they meet there, finish their work and they move on. But in olden days it's not like that, because many people they come from outer place also, they used to come and stay. So come again. So after that, when you are leaving, we feel so much. They will be staying 1 or 2 days only with us. But when they say that we are leaving, what happened? We feel very much moved in our heart. They say, and when I come again and feel. So what happened? They used to say, வாங்க அடிக்கடி வாங்க வீட்டுக்கு, பிள்ளைங்களெல்லாம் பாருங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி we used to say. But at home, so nowadays what happened? Again the feeling has been changed. The poet feels like that. It may, in some families it would not be like this. Yeah, they will be receiving, they will be accepting the other people also, our relations or friends, whoever it comes. But here he talks about that once, twice. So when people they come once or twice, the reception will be very good. வாங்க 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 வாங்கன்னு சொல்லி கூப்பிடுவோம், வாங்க உட்காருங்க, சாப்பிட்றீங்களா என்ன. பட் ஸோ ட்வைஸ். ஸோ the second time itself, the first time reception will go down to the second time when we meet. What happened to the third time is there will be no thrice. Yeah, விருந்தும் மருந்தும் 3 நாள்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. There is a Tamil saying like that. 3 days only. No, that is not good. Here what he says, the thrice when they come, what will happen? For then I find doors shut on me. உள்ளந்தே பதில் சொல்லுவாங்க. They will be staying at inside only. யார் வந்திருக்கீங்க? இல்லை, the children, they used the children to say like that. இல்லை, daddy is not at home, he has gone out. So they answered, what happened? The person who is waiting there, he would have been tired coming in on a journey. So it is not like that. He is not a stranger. But strangers should not be allowed in our house. If you feel that he is a stranger, you know them, you don't know any person, that is right. But the person who is standing outside the door, you know him very well, means please receive him. That is a good habit which I do. When he comes, don't run and hide yourself. My children used to do like that. When somebody comes, they will go and hide. No, I used to. So first thing is, you give a tumbler of water and you ask them to come and sit, switch on the fan and light everything and make them comfortable. That is the thing. You can do it. The poet says like that. Nowadays the children are not doing like that. But you should do. You should receive the third time, fourth time, water, because people, they come to you with some heart or some problems. Some people they come like that, but some people they used to come and see you to know how you are. So first paragraph we saw about laughing, second is shaking hand, third one is receiving or receptioning a person is very, very important in our life. So fourth paragraph. So I have learned many things, son. See how he was so vexed, the poet says and talks to his son. I have learned many things nowadays, son. Because people are like that. So he says his son, I have learned to wear many faces. One thing what I have done is to wear my faces. The originality goes away. Whenever I meet somebody, I used to be so happy. So now what happened? I have to change my faces. So I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses. So when the dresses used to change. So when you are going out, we dress properly. But at home, we will be a relaxed type. So here also what he says is, like that, our faces are being changed now. Like changing the dresses, we change our faces towards people. But that is not good. Yeah, some have home face. வீட்டில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு மூஞ்சி வச்சுருப்பாங்க அழகாக. Second is office. When they go to the office, they will be having the whole personality will be changing there in the office. Then street face. Street friends or relation or some vendors are coming in our street. What they do, they used to talk with them. And host face. When you go to other or somebody comes to our house, we show a different face. See, single person at home he is having a face. Office a different face, street face, host face. It's he called it as a cocktail. Because cocktail means mixed up, to put together. Sometimes you have to join all the faces together and be, though that is not good. With all their confirming smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. Portrait, already we have used this word. Portrait means a photo. While you are asking nowadays taking selfie, the different faces I have seen. When the selfie, the phone is going on, the eyes are open, the mouth, everything. So same way what happened, it is very good. I used to enjoy it. The scene usually by friends and the students also, when I am here, they used to take that the thing. So here also what he says, it is not a portrait face, not for giving a smile in a face. That is not good. You should be very happy all the time. But God loves that. God says that. Be happy always. And again I say, see, repeating that. He wants people to be very, very happy in their life. Because life is only once we are going to live in this world. So why all this sorrow and unwanted worries put together and spoiling our own self? That is not good. So what happened? The Bible says that, yeah, be happy. Rejoice in the Lord always, he says. So godly thing, already I told you, devotion is very important for us. Nowadays it is going on less. Yeah, when I used to study, my friends, they will be having a very good Tirunur nalla vechikittu, school ku varanangala, the face will be so good. Yeah, Tirunur vechiruvanga, sala per kungum vechittu varuvanga. Yeah, so the faces were so like that, like godly faces used to say, so like that. But now what they do, as they like they come. Yeah, here also I used to say, tell in the class also, yeah, when you are coming, first thing what you are going to do in your life is, don't run. When you get up from your bed, don't run here and then for your cell phone. First, seek God. Pray for 1 minute or less than 1 minute also, the prayer will be heard. What all you ask in my name, the name of Lord Jesus Christ, you will receive it. So he has given us the promise. Why you want to run? So 1 minute you can spend in your prayer and you can receive so many blessings in your life. So godliness is very, very important, my children. So don't forget that. So don't keep your portrait, smiling face simply like you are giving a pose to your selfie. No, that is not good. All the time be happy and joyful and enjoy yourself. So next paragraph, what he says, I have learned too. So all these things I see with the people nowadays, they don't laugh properly, simply they to show their teeth. Next thing is, while they are shaking their hand, so when they were inviting, all these things I have seen, my son. So now I have learnt what to do is to laugh only with my teeth. See, the poet says that now he has changed himself. The surrounding or the atmosphere, they used to say, that's why they used to, my parents used to say like that, don't go and join with bad companions. They will change you. You will be good. You are a good son, I know. But they will change your attitude, their mind, they will change you. So be very careful. So here also what the poet says is, now I have to change. The situation is like that. Now I have to change myself. Clear my teeth and shake hand without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye. So after talking, so soon as my conversation is gone, I used to say goodbye, to leave him. When I mean good, so விட்டாண்டா போறேன்டா தப்பிச்சோண்டா சாமின்னுவாங்க இல்லை இவ்வளோ நேரம் பேசி அர்த்தம் வந்தாள் அதனாலன்னு சொல்லணும்ல அது மாதிரி what he says to say glad to meet you, happy to meet youன்றது glad, ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் உங்களை பார்த்ததில்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. But without being glad to say it, but in heart or in your mind you are not like that, you are not so glad. Nice talking to you, நல்லா பேசுனது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் உங்களை பார்த்தது அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவான். But what they will think in their mind, it's a boring time. So see what are the things. First thing, you are so relationship with all the person. Now he has learnt that is not good. To what he says, laugh with my teeth, to shake hands without your heart, say goodbye without heartfulness, or to glad to meet you. So all these things what he is saying is, you want to change. I have changed myself, my son, he says. But believe me, see now in 1 minute the mind of the parents will change. They will be so harsh to us. ரொம்ப கோபமாக இருப்பாங்க, அடிப்பாங்க. கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்குள்ளே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஆட்டிடியூடே மாறிடும். எனக்கு ஆச்சரியமாக இருக்கும், நான் கூட அதே மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ when the children do mistakes, we get very angry. So it will not prolong for a minute also. 1 or 2 minutes, that anger will vanish away from me. I'll be so kind. Hey, what? Come man. So talking with. So here also say, but believe my son. Belief is very, very important. Believe your parents first. Don't believe your friends or relations or your neighbor. Neighbor is always your stranger. Keep this in mind, my children. Girls usually don't believe your neighbors. You can have friendly with them, you can have good relation, but the full belief is not like that. Belief is entirely different. Believe in God means truthfully we are going to believe. Believe your parents. They will do good for you. They won't do any evil. Keep this in mind. They won't do any evil for you because they love you so much. When I was like you, like you, my son, I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn. So in olden days, when I was young like you, the youth, when I was young, I used to muting things. How to laugh? For my laugh in the mirror. So I am going to stand before the mirror and see or learn how to laugh first. Because nowadays the laughing is been reducing day by day. Always tension in the family. Whether tension with the parents or tension with your friends. Don't be tensioned. Be relieved and be calm and silent and keep your mind. So showing. So when I go and see my mirror, my face, what happened is, when I laugh, it shows as if it looks like the snakes. bear fangs. So when you say இங்கே ரெண்டு பல்லு மாதிரி இருக்கும் அந்த இதுக்கு ஸ்னேக்குக்கு இல்லையா, the poison will be there. When they bite, what happen? They bite with the teeth. So here also what he says, when I look at the face in the mirror, my face is entirely different. So when I laugh, what happened? It shows as if my face is like a snake who is ready to bite or ready to give harm others. No, that is not good. So show me, son. So he asked his son to, mostly the parents they ask, not advice only given by parents or elderly. Our children know more. You know more than your parents, that is true, but don't show off that they are all fools. They are more than your what you know. So what he says here is, show me, son, how to laugh. So you teach me how to laugh, because I have loved my life. I was so happy with my life. So show me and how I used to laugh and smile. So you teach me now. I am going to teach you now how to laugh. So whenever you see someone whom you meet, already I told you, on the way, when you are going to the market also, you can have a good face. They are not the enemies or thing. When you are going to buy, whoever you meet in your street, you greet them, say good morning. வணக்கம் சொல்லலாம், ஒன்றும் தப்பு கிடையாது. So you have to greet them. Now you learn certain things. First you know how to laugh. When somebody meets you, don't ignore them and go, pass away like that. They are accepting, they are receiving, they are ready to receive you, to laugh at them or you to smile. So laughing and smiling is different. Laugh is we shout out to laugh. Smile means only our lips. The face changes into a glowing face. So keep this in mind. I used to laugh and smile once upon a time, but now it has been reducing. But once upon a time, when I was like you, so when I was a young person like you, I used to laugh with my heart, and I used to shake hand, and I used to receive person. So this lesson he talks to his son that nowadays you have to do this in your life. So hereafter you are going to change ourselves, the attitude of our, they don't say once upon a time people lived. No, nowadays also the same God is there, the same parental love is there, your brothers and sisters are there for you to take care. So nowadays also it's like that. So keep this in mind, my dear children. So whenever you are with your family, try to make yourself happy. Don't put it into your trouble. Don't make yourself worse. Don't put your things, unwanted things in your mind. What you say, in certain people, what they do, the news and other things, you can know that, but you should not show it in your family. So take this in mind. So this poem gives us an advice for us how to live and how to give in our life. So this is the lesson for us. So once upon a time. So here I told you about Gabriel Okara. He is a Nigerian poet. So here also he talks to your son. So there are some activities also for us. The first lesson we saw about the portrait of a lady. So if you have got your grandmother or grandfather, so when you get to joint family, so what you have to do is you have to have a photograph of them and talk to your friends that about them. So this lesson it is a special photograph of your when you are, if you are a boy, you and your dad alone. It's a very very important photograph that every family should have, not a group family, not a group photo. Your dad and yourself. If you are a girl, your dad and you alone take a photograph in your cell phone or for studio and frame it. And daily when you look at, you will know the real happiness and real joy and real love of your dad towards you, because everybody is there in our life to help you. So keep this in mind, my dear children. So thank you very much for being with me and this poem, and keep yourself happy, be safe, don't roam here and there, and the question, and you are writing it very neatly. So here also today when the homework comes, what I have to do is you have to write the heading of the lesson the same way how I have written in the board. English Unit 1 poem Once Upon a Time, then only you have to start your homework. So homework is very good, you are doing it. I am very happy to know that. So thank you students for being with me in this poem Once Upon a Time. God bless you all and keep you safe. Thank you.